So if you're trying to pick and choose which Saturday you should celebrate St. Patrick's Day,
Probably the one that it falls on.
go the one that contains St. Patrick's Day.
Brunch.
Hit it, boys! Very scary thing just happened. I was getting the coffee, got the coffee, the our little special, whatever it is, the
Vanilla
Starbucks,
bean cold
the
brew.
vanilla,
Cold brew.
the vanilla cream cold brew. You made it sound like more of a.
It's vanilla bean, isn't it?
Oh no, that would
Really?
No, this is vanilla cream.
Ooh,
that's what.
okay.
Yeah. But I ordered it, and I was the only person in there, other than two baristas. And one of them asked the other one after I ordered, "Hey, so how many pumps do we put in the vanilla, the sweet? Oh, the sweet cream cold brew is what it's called. How many pumps do we put in the sweet cream cold brew?" And I was like, "Don't fucking say it because they're gonna say it's like 51 pumps of sugar." And it's like the fucking thing. I think we talk about this on fast food menus where it's like, "Do you want a number 6? It's 11,000 calories." You're like, don't fucking tell me how many calories
Well,
it is.
they start putting that on like the boards.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking put that. Like,
right.
ignorance
It's like
is bliss, motherfucker.
I'm coming here because I don't care about my body. Don't make me care about my body.
Right. So he said that, and then I was so impressed with Starbucks. He was like, "It's one fewer than go in the whatever one, right?" And the other barista said, "Yes." Jace. And I honestly wanted to thank them both.
Like code.
Yes, right. Because
they didn't want you to know.
If they had said no, it's also 61, just like that other one, then I would have been pissed. But yeah, we're sipping on that coffee. We're also munching on a little biscotti.
Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
You know what that is?
What?
It's an old podcasting
Lie.
trick. You lie about eating a fun little snack, and then you don't actually eat it. Saves the calories. It's
Ooh.
like the what's it called? The spit, chew and spit thing that they do. Actors and actresses.
Oh yeah, they like spit into a bucket or whatever.
Yeah. That's like so. When we're eating and drinking stuff on this podcast, we're not actually taking it in.
Have we ever actually
just
eaten
making it
anything on this podcast?
No, because I wouldn't
that's
do
not
it.
true. Because you got me you felt bad and got me cookies one time. They were those Girl Scout cookies or whatever they were. The
those
peppermint
cookies were dope.
They were fucking Oreos with like peppermint, like candy canes on top of them, and they were fucking awesome.
That sucked because I was late like crazy, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I re-gifted you some cookies that someone had just given me.
That made me even madder because you're like, oh, I feel really bad. I'm gonna get you a gift. I'm gonna get you a gift, and you literally just fucking re-gifted me a box of cookies that you like had in your car.
You, I'm like, don't worry, I got a gift for you. Yo, let me grab these cookies. Yeah, I got you some cookies.
You wonder why I get fucking mad.
I know. That's one of those things where, like, in the moment, like, I know I'm fucking up, but what am I supposed to do? Not give you cookies? Should I have kept those cookies to myself?
No,
we ended up eating a lot of those cookies together. They were really good.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Those cookies, you toasted those cookies after.
They were gone in like 2 days, maybe less.
Those are them good cookies. But yeah, sipping on that coffee, not eating biscotti. It's Monday and people are pissed action. Monday and people are confused. We're recording this on a Saturday night. Mm-hmm. Fella stuff.
Yep.
And I've seen not one, but a few people that I know on my Instagram, on the social media, out doing St. Patrick's Day shit on this Saturday night, which is Saturday the 10th.
That is a full week before St. Patrick's Day.
The next Saturday
is St. Patrick's Day.
So if you're trying to pick and choose which weekend or which Saturday on which you should celebrate St. Patrick's Day,
probably the one that it falls on.
go the one that contains St. Patrick's Day.
You're being a little hypocritical right now because you're wearing a green hat.
I'm wearing a Kelly green hat.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's that's the shade of this color when OGR designed it. Yeah.
That like get you off from, not like sexually get you off, but like get you off the hook from wearing green.
This hat says Jason Tatum is only 19. If you think it doesn't get me off, then sir, you need to get to know me a little better.
Has anybody like in the wild made a comment about that hat? Like that doesn't know you?
No, because I haven't worn it out. I wear it here, and sometimes I wear it around my apartment because I'm really only wearing it to kind of break it in and weather it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I haven't had like if I wear this St. Patrick's Day next weekend, which we'll talk about that in a second, and it gets all gunked up and fucked up and puked on and everything, then that shit will be ripe. That'll be right where you want this hat because you want it to look weathered and old, like it look. Because this looks like a '90s hat.
There's nothing worse than breaking in a fucking hat.
I know
it's so miserable.
I wore it in the shower. I tried that.
It looks a little. It looks like a little comfortable. Like it's
right.
fitting in.
Yeah, right. It's not as boxy, but I don't know. It's tough though because these hats are kind of supposed to be boxy.
They're stiff, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I'm going to the Celtics game this week, though.
Classic.
And, yeah, I can't decide whether or not to wear all my Jason Tatum green stuff then or save it for St. Patrick's Day.
You should wear every Jason Tatum jersey that you have and that hat all at once.
You know what? I don't think I have to wear anything nice this week, work-wise or anything. So what if I just wear a Jason Tatum jersey every day, and I'm like, I'm celebrating my Irish heritage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm so fucking... Have I mentioned this realization? This very vain realization I've had about myself. All of my features, basically, are Middle Eastern, except for my skin, and that's the weirdest fucking thing in the world.
You mean like the pigmentation of your skin?
Like my skin looks Irish as fuck. It's just like really white.
It's not really white. I mean, you're sitting across from me, and I'm really white.
So I honestly, maybe it's just like I don't know what I look like or whatever. I would assume that I'm as white as you.
No, definitely not.
You're way whiter.
Yeah,
that's a huge sigh of relief for me. I'm not trying to be as white as you, but yeah, I've been getting a lot of fucking Christopher Maltasanti comparisons of late.
Yeah, I mean I think that's fair. But like you're
one person disagreed and said no, he looks more like Spider.
Who's Spider?
From Goodfellas.
Oh.
And he is played by the same person who plays
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jesus
it's
Christ.
Just a young Christopher.
Yeah, I mean, like, I see it, but not to, like, fucking...
Hot. I'm better looking than that shit. Right.
Yeah, that's not to pump your tires, right. But like, no one's you're definitely better looking than him.
No one's ever called Christopher Maltasanti
hot.
I've called myself hot, okay? So I've got at least one. So on the St. Patrick's Day thing... Actually, let's say this first. What holidays are worth, or are you allowed to stretch out or celebrate multiple weekends? Because really, there's
definitely not St. Patrick's Day.
Not St. Patrick's Day because you're running a huge risk. You could fucking die if you celebrate that shit twice in a row. Halloween. Depending on where it falls.
Yeah, Halloween.
Christmas gets 3 weekends.
Christmas gets a month.
Yeah.
If you do Christmas stuff at like December 1st,
right?
A-okay by me.
It's just you can't really do it. The week after, obviously, because then it's New Year's. But there's still a lot of that, like, Christmas hugging that goes on leading up to New Year's. You know, if you haven't seen the person since before Christmas.
Especially because, like, the week between Christmas and New Year's is such, like, a fucking off week that it like, anything goes in that
you
week.
are still celebrating Christmas then. Because, like, you're doing a lot of PJs.
That is a real wild card week.
Yeah. That's a cool week, man.
It's like, if you're going to take 1 week off, like off your work schedule or whatever, make it that week because it's like you deal with the Christmas hangover and you get to do whatever you want, and then you're also leading up to another holiday, which is great.
Yeah. Fuck, man. St. Patrick's Day, though, no, you can't do. Halloween, I've definitely done Halloween on multiple weekends before. Thanksgiving, I feel like people do the fucking thing. And this is a stupid pet peeve of mine. They'll do shit that they call Friendsgiving.
We've had this
like, in
rant
the weeks before,
I think.
And it's a right rant. It's thanks isn't a fucking prefix, or friends isn't a prefix. You fucking idiots.
Unless you're kidnapping people, and giving them your human trafficking friends to people,
which
it is not Friendsgiving.
Some would argue. I'm actually in that group. Problematic.
Yeah,
human trafficking.
Yeah,
not on board with that.
Yeah, I used to think it was okay, but I've since come around.
You have come around.
I'm woke on human trafficking.
Both anti-human trafficking.
Official anti-human trafficking podcast here.
Yes,
the 4th of July. I'm down with celebrating that multiple weekends. Although I'm pretty sure you. I mean, if you're gonna celebrate,
you're
St. Patrick's Day,
not on the day. You should be just because 4th of July, just because the date is in the name, it doesn't mean that Yeah. Oh, what I was going to say with the Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving thing, I'm not and have never been an English or grammar snob. But
Yes, you
people
have.
No. People have gotten so fucking stupid that it's not like, oh, well, actually, you hyphenated a compound modifier ending in ly. It's like, hey, writer, that's not the right whose, you know?
Yeah.
Like, people have gotten really fucking dumb.
Yeah, I mean, they like.
And
There's
it's
a
not
lot.
being an English grammar
it's not
snob.
even-
It's being holy shit, how do you have a college degree?
And
snob?
I'm for sure not like the smartest person
Me
when it
neither.
comes to that.
Yeah.
But like,
I can't spell for
if
shit.
I notice it, you're probably fucking up. And whenever I notice it, it's not like it's buried in like a 700 word article or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of the time it's in the fucking headline, and I'm like, whose job is it to edit this?
Yeah, there's just a lot of... I'll read something on a website, and I'm like, who's in charge? Who the fuck is responsible for this? I know
Listen,
that the
you
writer wrote
come out
this.
and name names here, okay? It's the Ringer.
It's often the Ringer.
It's the Ringer.
Yeah, but
No,
the
I'm just
Ringer,
kidding.
I don't often notice major
know. I think-
English
I
or
think the-
grammatical
yeah,
errors.
I
It's
think
just
the
more
Ringer's
like,
pretty
who the
smart.
fuck approved
Yes,
this?
yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, speaking of St. Patrick's Day, I don't think I've talked about this before. I don't do St. Patrick's Day ever.
Really?
Yeah, and because of circumstances, I'm doing it next weekend, and it's kind of a
on the day.
buckle up. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm
Good for you.
I'm doing
you're-
St. Patrick's proper.
I like don't avoid St. Patrick's Day or anything, but it's really not that important to me.
Yeah, I've typically avoided it, as
yeah.
in have driven
One
to
year,
other states.
I'll tell you what I will never do again is one year I met my friends out at St. Patrick's Day at like 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad idea because they'd been out since 1. It's you can't catch up to that.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't.
I'm
At some point there's at some point there's like a hey you've fallen so far behind that don't even bother.
right. This is going to be a. I'm going to start with these people, and I don't need to fucking end with them. I will happily end at 4:30 and say, well, it's getting to be that time. There's
I gotta go home
There's
and
a
cry
Domino's
myself to
nearby,
sleep.
just something. That's happened a lot. It hasn't happened in a while, but that had happened to me a lot the last couple of years with day drinking,
What?
where we'd just be day drinking, going hard all day, and then at 4, I'm like, yeah, I'm going home and ordering a pizza by myself, and then going to sleep at 6.
I mean, that's really smart.
Yeah.
Because I always try to power through it, and like at 5 o'clock or 6, I'll be fucking wasted
Yeah.
and making an asshole of myself, and then like everybody else is preparing to go out for the night.
Yeah.
And then 3 hours later, it's like 9 p.m. and I'm asleep at the bar.
And
And I'd rather be the guy who goes home and goes to bed at 5 than the guy who falls asleep at the bar at 9 o'clock at night.
oh god, have you? I've not fallen asleep at
Oh,
a
I have.
bar.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten blackout more than I'd like to have in my life, but I've never passed out. I'm not a big puker either. None of that. I think I've only puked like once or twice from alcohol.
I wouldn't call it passing out. I mean, it's passing out if you fall asleep at the bar, I guess. But
Right.
like, I call passing out like you don't wake back up. Not like dead, but
Right.
but like you're done for the night when
Yeah.
you pass out.
Yeah.
So no, like I like just doze off at the bar, and everybody laughs at me, and then I like wake up and I'm like, "What are you guys laughing at? What joke did I miss?"
Do you
Like,
remember the first time seeing somebody passed out from alcohol?
No.
I do.
Oh.
Yeah, I was a non-college student visiting a friend at college, and it was like this obviously very eye-opening thing, and everyone's just the amount of alcohol they had access to that they had paid
Yeah.
for themselves
Yeah.
was quite impressive.
Didn't
And
have to pull off a fucking heist to get
Right.
like a handle of Reuben off.
yeah, and then suddenly,
I always forget how fucking difficult it was to get booze.
oh yeah, I had a friend visiting me my freshman year who was 21, and they were like, "Hey, you want me to grab you a couple things?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
What a
And then
savior.
suddenly it became, "Oh, DJ's got someone
DJ's
who's
got the
bro-
hookup."
DJ, yeah, right, exactly. And
Everybody in your fucking floor is coming to
well,
your
what
room.
sucked was a guy on my floor was turning 21 in like a week, and he was like, "Yo, you get me some shit this week, you are good for the rest of your
Yeah.
college career." And I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah." So I hit up the person, was like, "Hey, bring this." And then it was, "Oh, DJ's getting stuff for. Oh, I wish I could. I don't want to out this person. I wish I could say what their nickname was. It was a crazy nickname. And then once it was known that now suddenly DJ's getting shit for people, and I just felt so fucking bad. And it was the worst.
If you're going to be a fuck up after high school, be a fuck up for 3 years. Because if you go to college eventually and you're the 21-year-old person on your floor hooking up all the freshmen, you're like the coolest kid in school for at least like 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, well, that's possibly true. Or
at least for the first semester until people make friends with the upperclassmen.
Because, what is it? You're saying like as a freshman be the 21-year-old?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because I was going to say there was... What's in Silicon Valley, Ehrlich, when he was in college, remember? He said he's friends with the kid from the energy drink because they went to college together.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, oh, we hated that kid. He was just older and he bought us booze and we put up with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if you're like the 21-year-old, you're going to have a great at least first semester.
Yeah, people are going to be talking to you.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
You'll be of use to people. So speaking of, this is going to be a fun little transition. Speaking of day drinking and going home early, one time last year, I went home early, was very drunk at like 4, fell asleep at 6 or something, and woke up at 11 and then was up all night and couldn't sleep. And it sucked because I think I talked about it on this podcast. I was hungover all night and it sucked. And I just rewatched Love Season 2, and that was how I spent the night. Love Season 3 has finally come out, and by finally, we didn't even know it was coming out until like a week ago.
Yeah, it was like it was a very long 4 days that we had to wait until...
Once we...
Yeah.
Dude, Friday night, or Thursday night, I was pissed because
we always do that. Yeah. We always do that. We always, on the Thursday, or at least I've figured it out. Apparently you haven't.
No, we discussed how we knew it was not going to come out until 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And still, at 12:11... I'm like, what the fuck, guys? Where is it?
It is kind of like insane that Netflix can't hook up the East Coasters
to treating the West Coasters.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
But yeah, season 3 of Love. I did the old TV binge watch that I haven't done in forever, and I just watched a full season of TV in one sitting.
I think the last time I did it was the last season of Love. I did it over 2 sittings. But
it is an incredibly bingeable TV show.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even realize until after I was... because I fell asleep during one part, and I just wanted to rewatch it, so I was going through the episodes, and I didn't realize that there were 3 episodes dedicated to Gus going home. I thought it was just... 1 episode.
Really?
But there's the full episode of he's getting ready to go. There's the episode of they get there, and there's the episode of the anniversary party.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I probably, if you asked me how many episodes were dedicated, that I probably would have said 2, not 3. But I guess.
Well, there's 2 where they're there. So yeah. So big takeaways from this season. I thought it was. I mean, it's early, but I thought it was the best season. You might prefer 2?
I wouldn't say it's early, but I would say that it is the best season.
Oh, you're saying
I've marinated in it a bit.
Yeah,
and I would say that it is. Yes. Yeah. No, I watched it all on Friday.
Oh, right. So it's been days.
It's been days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that it's the best season
because I think that this is why it was the best season. They spent the first 2 seasons telling you, look, you don't need to like Gus or Mickey. It's not about that. It's got a cool ensemble, and the storylines are funny, and yeah, these 2 characters are insufferable, but whatever. And then by season 3, I think it's not that you're used to them, but you realize they actually don't suck.
Yeah.
They're really interesting, and also this show has hit at a time where when there's a fucked up character, you're not necessarily rooting against them. You're more rooting for them. Like, they have a very fucked up relationship, obviously, but... the kind of message I take from this show is fucked up people can have fucked up relationships, and that doesn't mean that just because their relationships aren't perfect that they're not necessarily the right relationships, you know?
Yeah, and it's also like just because these characters are fucked up doesn't mean they're bad people.
Right.
And so, like,
I for sure huge time came around on Mickey, and I think they kind of leaned into that this season.
Well, I would say one of my biggest takeaways of this season is that Mickey is the most stable character in the TV show, which is a wild turnaround.
Right. Well, I mean, once
I guess it's not that wild because they kind of like they kind of bring Gus's problems to the forefront in this season.
And Mickey is the most proactive about fixing her issues.
That's
right?
true, yeah.
So, I mean, and a lot of...
Like, she's fucked up, for sure, but she is the most upfront about being like, I'm fucked up.
Right, and that's why there's a great... the episode where they fight about having kids is awesome because she basically says to him... Like, you see me as, well, she's the one
project.
Right, yeah, like, she's the one that has problems, so blah, blah. Like, everybody fucking has problems. I'm the only one who fucking does anything about it. And, yeah, Gus, I thought that the anger stuff with Gus, though, was kind of from out of left field.
Yeah, he was never an angry person.
Like that. But there's also the thing of Mickey is, everything's going right for Mickey, and everything's kind of staying the same for Gus, so where one's happier, you could see why the other one might be like different, but I don't see why they would suddenly have like rage issues.
Yeah, that was like the first time that I'd ever seen, and Gus like said that he's dealt with rage issues forever, and it's like, well, that's the only time that we've seen it really.
And when he lists off all of his issues, he says stuff that he's done in the past 2 seasons. And I'm like, hey, don't fucking lump that in with the shit you've done this season. The shit you've done this season is
way
fucking
worse.
Road rage, destroy your car, fucking light up your friends. Last season, you just fucking had an argument at work. Also, my favorite thing about this show is how much Gus's coworkers hate him. I laughed out loud when Susan Sherrill offered him a job.
Really?
I thought that was so fucking funny. I know it wasn't necessarily meant to be, but I'm like, oh my god, you know that this guy is the fucking worst person to have around. He fucks everything up.
I thought the best part of like the work relationship thing was when they were having him and Randy were having a conversation like a good 50 feet away from 2 of the workers, and they were like, hey, we can hear everything you're saying. And he was like, "Oh, I'll keep it down." And they were like, "No, don't keep it down. Just fucking leave."
Yeah, just like stay the same volume. Just like, can you just leave?
So good.
I love that guy, the guy with the facial hair, and then the always deadpan, fucking frustrated with life girl, the other writer.
Yeah,
they're so good. And Jordan Rock took a big step forward this season.
So did Chris Wataski.
Yes,
our guy Chris Wataski had like full episodes in this one. It was great.
I had a fucking yas attack in the Birdie's birthday episode.
I DM'd Chris at like 2 a.m. on Saturday, and he responded. So
what'd you say?
I said, "Hey, great
Goals?
job, great job in season 3. Keep up the good work." And he was like, "Pete, love you, brother."
Really?
No, but he said, "Thanks, brother."
Oh, I could.
But that meant I love you.
Well, remember, he said to us, "Now, I can tell you guys are bros."
We were
like, this
that's
conversation's
the meanest thing.
over.
That's the meanest thing anybody's ever said.
We fucking invite you on our podcast, call you a cutie pie, and this is the thanks we get. Fuck you, guy. He was awesome though, and I don't know. I was just really fucking happy. Maybe it was because I was pounding coffee while I was watching this season, but I was just. I love the character of Chris. We both did the first 2 seasons. That was always our big takeaway. Chris is awesome. Can't wait till he's in it more. Jordan
and
Rock,
Birdie.
We always loved. Birdie went from great supporting character to fucking sex symbol. For sure on board with that. Really, this season, all of the good characters got even better.
Yeah.
And the 2 main characters became really likable. Or at the very least, very, very interesting. Because Gus is never going to be likable. He's such.
I thought the podcast girl got better this season too.
I was nervous about that because I didn't want her to completely replace Brett Gelman's character, and they didn't. They added her to that.
But I didn't really get the
storyline.
Brett Gelman angle of this season because like they spent like a good
lot
while
of rage storylines, so they had.
But they spent a good while humanizing Brett Gelman's character, and then like immediately threw that in the trash. With 1 episode.
I loved the book signing episode where the guy from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yes,
was like, I have a question.
He's also in.
We've talked about him being good in something. What?
It was what's her name show on T.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
And yeah, they're at the
he's
book
hilarious
signing.
in that show too.
Yeah, he's great in that episode. It's I think it's really the only full-on kind of comedic or at least tongue-in-cheek role I've seen him in. But he, he's like, I have a question. And Brett Gelman's like, I'm sorry, I can't talk about the book. He's like, man, none of us want to talk about the book. He's like, the question is, who hurt you or something? Or he's like, why won't you love yourself?
I have a question for you.
Is it about the read you're about to do?
Yes. You want to look good in your underwear and be comfortable, right? But that perfect balance is hard to find. Don't sacrifice style or comfort. Check out MeUndies.com and find the best pair of underwear in the world. MeUndies will be the most comfortable pair of underwear you will own, made from sustainably sourced natural soft fabric that is 3 times softer than cotton. For the fellas, MeUndies diamond-seamed pouch cradles your jewels and gives you the support that you need without feeling too tight. Right now, MeUndies has an exclusive offer just for our listeners. So to get 20% off your first pair of MeUndies and free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/brunch. MeUndies is so sure that you will find their new underwear 100% satisfactory.
My underwear hurts.
They guarantee you will love your first pair or your money back. This is a no-brainer. 20% off, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. Why not? So to get your 20% off, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction, go to MeUndies.com/brunch. That's MeUndies.com/brunch. This is a limited time offer, so what are you waiting for? Start wearing the best underwear of your life. It changed my life. It's time to let MeUndies change yours. Go to MeUndies.com/brunch.
MeUndies, put them on.
MeUndies, go to sleep.
Brett Gelman. He was invited on this episode, actually.
Yeah, and that guy.
And his publicist was super cool.
Firm no?
Said, I'll check, ! And then followed up right after. It was like, this is a pass.
That sucks.
Publicists have to come up with a better thing than this is a pass. That's the one they always... This is a pass is the publicist's version of hope all is well. Yeah. It's just a thing that you say in everything.
Yeah.
Think of some nicer phrasing.
I think it's way worse for somebody to be like, let me check. Don't send a let me check email.
Right. Act like...
Because if you say, like, this is a pass, that's like, hey, you might be busy.
Right, exactly. This is a pass means
he can't really squeeze it in.
They said no.
They can't really squeeze it in.
Yeah.
Or if it's just like, if you don't say, let me check, that doesn't mean that we were rejected by Brett Gelman. That means that we were rejected by Brett Gelman's publicist.
Yeah.
I'm way more okay with that.
And at least lie to us. Say he's shooting something. Say he's doing something.
Give us an excuse.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to email the publicist back and say, hey, just finished the season. I can understand why he might be a little wary of going on podcasts.
Ooh.
Right?
That's a good joke.
He is a crazy person on a
Nut
podcast.
job.
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters in this season was Gus's dad.
Yes.
Gus's dad is unbelievable.
I was going to ask you who was the best guest star or whatever, or...
The 100% Gus's dad.
Ed Begley Jr. is... He just murders at times a million.
Probably
I'm sure we both wrote down the funniest part of this season.
So skinny that he's going to fall through his asshole?
No.
That was the best line of the season.
No, the best line of the season was when Gus realizes Mickey's going to leave him because he hasn't always been honest with her and because he's got a lot of problems that he hides from people. And he has a super long monologue about how he's done a lot of things that he's hidden from people, how he threw a woman's laptop at work, how he had that road rage incident, how he did this, how he did that. It's this big thing. He spills his guts out in front of his whole family, including his brother, who always plays the same character in everything.
Yeah, fuck
they
that
just
guy.
Plugged in the brother from fucking She's Out of My League to play the exact same character he plays in that.
Wait, that's not the same guy, but like the guy from Only the Brave, the generic white guy?
Yeah, not that guy.
Yeah, but he is like the dumpier, frumpier version of that guy.
Yeah,
who just plays the same exact person.
That guy's also in She's Out of My League. He plays her
hot
ex.
Guy.
Yeah. So he spills his guts. He says this whole fucking spiel, and then Ed Begley Jr. says, "Alrighty then, good to know.
Yes, that is such a fucking dad thing.
Right? Like, let's move on.
Like, I don't care about any of this.
Right.
I'm just trying to get home and fucking watch TV.
Alrighty then. Good to know. Good to know. And I've said this before. Noted is the meanest thing that anyone can ever respond
That is the
to
K. That is the K version of like an actual conversation.
Hey, I've got this thing to say. Noted. Go fuck yourself, you fucking asshole.
My equivalent to that is gotcha.
Gotcha. Well, gotcha is, so you had this thing with Jeremy Roenick, that the transcription.
Yeah.
I've probably said gotcha 1,000 times an interview, right? Like, gotcha is it's the
like, I have nothing to say to this.
vocalized pause.
It's like, I have nothing to say to this, but I'm acknowledging the fact that you just spoke and finished.
Right, it's like, okay, done.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
Gotcha, please, gotcha. Yeah.
Speaking of cameos, how do you feel about Bobby Lee?
Yes.
Right. That's exactly how I felt about his entire role in this show until the very final episode. Because the recurring gag of him just being like, "Oh, this is a
social
prank
experiment."
Yes. I was like, okay, that's all worth it.
The final episode, man, that's a very unrealistic thing.
Yeah.
But that would be such a cool thing to do. They basically have a weekend. It's an impromptu weekend where all their friends. What, spoilers?
Yeah, don't spoil it.
They all die.
It's like 2 days after.
They all die.
This is coming out like 2 days after the show premieres.
They're-
Not everybody has no life like us.
R.I.P. all of them. Did I tell you that after the day after the Mad Men finale, I was at trivia and we made our team name R.I.P. Don Draper?
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't die.
Oh, God.
But just in case anybody
awesome.
hadn't seen it yet, yeah. And when the guy read it, there was a lot of like,
Hey!
like, really?
Yeah.
I was like, why are you out of trivia? It's a Mad Men. Go watch. You can skip trivia this week to see Mad Men.
Also, up there for one of the funniest lines of the season, and it was so like, it was so not okay, but that's why it was funny. Brett Gelman was like, he's like, you'll be dead in a few years when you relapse. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, that is so not okay.
That was in case there was any shred of you that thought that
like, hey, he might be an okay person.
The rough waters between Mickey and his character are some of them might be on Mickey. No, he's 1,000 times worse of a person than anybody else on that show. He's so awful.
What's the worst thing that Mickey and Gus did this entire season?
Other
like
than
together,
spend a second with Randy.
Yes.
One of my notes was, I can smell Randy through the TV.
Oh, he was the worst in this fucking season.
I want to have that actor on and be like, yo, let's
suck.
give you a hug. No, because that guy, basically, his agreement was, if you go on this show, you ought to take all the shit.
Yeah.
We are making you the worst character, not one redeeming quality. Every time you speak, it's a, oh no, dude. And especially, he has a big speech at the end of the show, and you're like, oh no, dude, go away. And everybody, as he's doing it, is like, no.
But like a few points during the season, it seemed like for a couple seconds there was going to be, hey, he's going to have some redemption. He's going to finally turn the corner. Nope.
Life don't always work that way, babe.
Yeah. But even when he, there was like a point in the season where he finds out that he's really good at something, and it's something that could lead to a way brighter future for him. And he was just like, good one. I'm not going to do that.
Right. And really, I liked him until he got together with Birdie.
Right, because he was just comic relief, but then he became not really comic relief. He was just like a fucking obstacle in the storyline all the time.
They really went to that well a lot, where they're like, wait, what could be going wrong? Because usually nothing was going wrong. Nothing major was going wrong with Mickey or Gus, which usually it is. This was more of they're happy and they're figuring out their relationship.
How the fuck is Randy going to fuck it up?
Right, and Randy fucked with their relationship a ton. I said this before, Birdie was hot this season.
Yeah, not hotter than is it Gillian?
Gillian, yeah.
Okay, Gillian Jacobs.
Yeah.
Way hotter than I remembered her.
No, she was this happens with every show. They make everybody more beautiful as the seasons go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
the most fucked up thing that Gus and Mickey did together was fucking in Birdie's bed. Why the fuck would you fuck in Birdie's bed?
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's so mean.
Yeah, that's a mean thing. But
that's like
just,
so unnecessary.
Yeah, but that's just
so disrespectful.
It's just sending a little message that they don't even get to receive.
I guess it's
only you know.
And all this. Oh, why the hell would you want to fuck in Birdie's bed? Because that
where Randy
sleeps. Yeah, and fucks.
Yeah.
Gross.
I liked when. Oh, would this be a spoiler to talk about another sexual experience Birdie has?
Yeah.
Yeah. But so she has sex with somebody and they're sleeping and she's like, "Hey, we fell asleep. Okay, I'm gonna go. You're good at sex."
Yes, that was awesome. Close second on fucked up things. When Gus is taking care of Mickey and all his friends are out partying and they are hanging out with a celebrity.
Yeah, and
they just send him a million pictures of them hanging out with a celebrity.
This was
super
a huge season for Gus's friends. They had Ruby took a major step forward. One of the funniest lines of of maybe the whole series, but definitely the season, is Gus says to Mickey, they're just paying each other compliments or whatever. It's like as the episode's winding down, they're walking away from something or whatever, and Gus says, "You're the smartest person I know," and she's like,
"I know."
Yeah, dude. No. Yeah, she's like, "I know. Your friends are idiots." I'm pretty sure Ruby doesn't completely know how to speak. It's such a perfect description of that character because every time he talks, he's just so uncomfortable.
I don't remember that guy at all.
The only thing I remember him from is when what's the Canadian girl that Gus fucks in season 2?
The singer?
Yeah.
Or the actress or whatever it was?
Yeah, whatever. She was on like a Canadian Idol type thing, and she comes over and they're doing the theme song thing, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I sing a little bit. I was on like Canada's Got Singing or whatever."
Canada's Got Singing.
And then Ruby's like, "Yeah, I watched your season 2. I watched your whole season. You totally should have won over blah blah, and I voted for you every week or something." And he's like, I was staying with my cousin in Toronto, and he had that channel, so we just watched the whole thing. You should have won over whatever. And she's like, "Yeah, I should have, but politics and blah blah." And then she goes on like one of those totally narcissistic types of explanations. But yeah, that was the only thing I remembered from him prior to the season.
He came on strong. The edible scene was great.
What was the?
He was like, "I had some edibles. I'm not the person to weigh in on this." And then like for the rest of the episode, he was just like, I don't know."
Oh, was that when they're hanging out with Michael Myers guy? Yeah. Andy fucks up with the. What were those things called? Squibs?
Squibs.
Yeah. They the blood packets that pop off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew that was going to be fucked up.
Yeah, of course.
He was
There was also a big comeback for the movie jingles. The movie songs.
Dude,
that episode was great.
The Footloose song made me laugh so hard.
This is a Footloose theme song.
Yeah. The only song from the movie. That was fucking terrific. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Arya. Arya's always been the fucking rock of that show. She's the closest thing to a straight man that show has.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
She is, and I don't know if you were going to bring this up, but Iris Apatow is going to, for sure, be an it girl in Hollywood.
She's gonna be a fucking star.
Yeah.
She's gonna be, like, in 5 years, 10 years or whatever, the A-list fucking movie stars are going to be Millie Bobby Brown.
Well, I was going to say, everybody looks at Millie Bobby Brown as like the surefire it star, it child star of Hollywood. Iris Apatow, I think, is the sleeper right there.
Because she's for sure got the chops.
She's
obviously got the connections.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think that right now she's funnier than Leslie Mann's ever been. And that's a dumb thing to necessarily compare her to her mom, but she's so fucking funny.
She is hilarious.
And it's all she just kills deadpan.
I feel like it's really hard to be like to deliver deadpan that well as a child.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time it just feels really forced. But she has that.
It's like, isn't it funny that the kid's the one that knows what she's talking about? And she doesn't necessarily know what she's talking about, but she's just so cynical and fucking sick of everything.
I laughed out loud when they were like, she was like, yeah, the studio gave me this car to do the sequel, and he was like, you're not even old enough to drive. And she's like, they're not going to give me a fucking bike.
Yeah.
I was like, that's awesome.
And he's like, well, you're going to have to wait a couple years to drive it. She's like, are you fucking kidding me? You think I'm going to have a 2-year-old car when I get my license? And then
when he freaks out on the set, and she's like, oh, cool set vibe, Michael Bay. That's such a good dig.
That's a smart move on Judd Apatow's part to just tell the writers, all right, my daughter gets all the fucking lines.
Yeah.
But I loved when he's trying to talk, or when Gus is trying to talk Arya into doing his movie, and he's like, I figured that we're kind of self-made, we worked our way up. Not like these other guys, not like all these spoiled people who were born on third and think they had a triple. She's like, well, you're white and I think straight, so you were at least born on second.
Good point. Point.
You're white.
She had some fucking heaters this season. She really did.
She's gonna be a fucking star.
I could have done without the whole fucking
meltdown.
That and the love interest. I know that it was like a plot. I needed that
because there needed to be something that would say that this isn't actually an adult person. Yeah. That this is a child.
True.
And that was for sure some child-ass behavior where I didn't experience this because I'm too old, but I know the feeling somehow. Like there was probably a my age equivalent to this, but she sees a guy posts on his Instagram story himself dancing, and she sees it, and she's like, "Who's shooting that?
Yeah,
who's holding the camera?"
That makes me. I was really glad
that I felt that in a different way about something else. I don't know necessarily what about, but for sure I know that feeling.
I already overanalyze Instagram sometimes, so to be a teenager and caring about everything all the minuscule shit that does not matter.
Yeah,
I'm very glad that I did not grow up in the Instagram era.
I like when they're showing the. One of the set guys who fucking hates Gus more than anything. The guy that calls him a hard C in the second season.
Oh, yeah.
When they fire him, and then Arya says that she's leaving or she's walking off the set if they don't hire him back. And they're like, fine, Gus, you can stay. Way to have a kid fight your battles. And he's like, I didn't tell her to do that. And he's like, you're a... And he calls her the C word. But what was I going to say? He comes over to him, and he's like, what's going on with Arya? She's having a meltdown. And he's like, I just saw her. And he's like, look at her Instagram. He's
it was going through the pictures, literally 19 pictures of her crying.
And he's like, look, meltdown.
I feel like that's the like my age, your age equivalent of overanalyzing AIM buddy profiles.
Yeah.
If you didn't put your fucking best friend's initials in your goddamn buddy profile, some serious shit went down. Meltdown time.
One time, a girl put a quote from me in her profile.
Yeah,
and it was like a little funny little line, and it was attributed to DJ with like a laughing thing. And
congrats on the sex.
I didn't have the heart to tell her
that wasn't me.
I don't think I said that. Or it may have been.
Take the credit.
It may have been like a C- joke of mine. I'll tell you, guys like you and me.
We're A+ guys.
We're A+ guys. We give you a lot of C-, but we're for sure not going to remember that.
Yeah.
So and that'll happen sometimes. People will say like, "Oh man, I was dying on brunch during the whatever conversation." I'm like,
don't remember that.
Don't know what the fuck that was, but let me tell you about thundering because that shit is heat. Also, Bruins fans, there's this thing now going on where they're singing "Living on a Prayer."
Yeah, I fucking hate that.
Games. That is, you have to know. And I'm not trying to be cynical. I'm not trying to be that guy. But no, it shouldn't need pointing out. Yikes.
Yes.
That is, guys and gals, don't fucking do that. That is, remember the White Sox had Don't Stop Believin'? They would sing that. That is so fucking
how
tired.
How can we make hockey more white and lame?
And cliche
let's just
so
sing
bad.
With Bon Jovi songs.
Oh, God.
Awesome.
So, I tweeted out, there was a video of that, and my buddy Dale Arnold quote tweeted it
of course, he loved it.
Yeah, he was on board. He said, yeah, it's a thing. So I quote tweeted it with, and the magic from this season is gone. And one of my friends was
probably
at the game
didn't get that joke
and
because
responded,
not good at humor.
No, he is.
No, he's not.
One of my friends responded, Well, I, for one, was singing along because the Bruins had quoted, it posted the video with, like, the Garden faithful was in sync today with the video of them all singing along.
Should have been in sync if that's your caption.
After all that, yeah, right. So one of my friends responded, well, I, for one, was singing along to Thunder when they played it. Because they do play it at every game because our mentions once a game are a fucking disaster. And we love them, keep them coming. But every time there's someone plays Thunder at something, it's like when fans used to throw Mentos at the Foo Fighters because they had a Mentos joke in one of their music videos. Whenever they would play Big Me, people would just throw Mentos at them. So they stopped playing the song because Mentos fucking hurt when you chuck them at you. So that's
Mentos
what it's like.
Are delicious. I'd take some Mentos whenever I could.
Mentos are awesome.
Yeah.
If you can pop a roll without doing the whole fucking thing, I don't trust you, fucking psycho. So yeah, whenever they play Thunder at anything, we've said this before. People just fucking tag us and send or whatever. Sing along to Thunder when they play it at Bruins games. I want there to be a fucking battle. I want there to be an uprising. I want Thunder to overtake Living on a Prayer. I want to make it so the fucking Garden DJ or the PA person has to turn down part of it to get like the Sweet Caroline kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Where they go Sweet Caroline and they turn it all down and go ba ba ba. I want it to be like while I'm now you're standing, turned out in the nosebleed Thunder. That'd be fucking awesome. We can just what we can do is just take that video the Garden posted and just put Thunder in it, to put a bunch of reverb on it, do a bunch of takes of us just singing along.
18,000 voices of us.
Right, exactly. And just here's what you got to do, a little production tip. You just got to space them out teeny bit so it just thickens that shit up. That's why like big hand claps when it's like they're just fucking late as fuck. So we'll space that shit out, make it really big, and then hack the Bruins Twitter account and be like, wow, it's a thing. And then post that.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention one of the also unbelievable supporting characters in this season of Love, the dad from the wedding. The dad from the wedding ranting about how expensive it is to have a wedding. That was one of the funniest scenes that I can remember in series history.
You know that something is great comically when it's something that's been done in comedy a million times and you are just like you're watching that shit like the one comedy fan in the house.
Yes,
just like,
yes,
fucking like yelling at them like, oh fuck yeah, what else did you? He was
keep going. How expensive is everything else?
Yeah,
give me more.
And that's classic Apatow using his guys. That's the fucking guy from 40-Year-Old Virgin, the Go Fucking Code guy. That was great. He was awesome. The what's her face? Vanessa Bayer doing Eternal Flame. Was really funny.
Yes. I was just gonna ask you what you thought your favorite episode of the season was, because I think that the wedding episode was my favorite episode of the season.
Ooh, I don't know yet. I really loved the Birdie birthday episode.
Yeah, that was
they
really
weren't
good.
In that, so it would be weird for that to be the favorite episode.
So I think
last one was pretty great.
I really liked the Vanessa Bayer episode just because, like they did like the whole thing where you're like, oh, this isn't gonna happen, is it? Like where she's like threatening their relationship, and you're like, oh no,
right? Yeah,
and like it looked like they were going that way the entire time, and then they didn't go there,
right.
And I really liked it because it was kind of like. It was like a kind of a heartbreaking episode,
right?
Because Vanessa Bayer was like in a really bad place, and it was just like really sad. And I like the fact that they let there be like a sad character who you're allowed to feel bad for, and they didn't make her like the villain in the end.
Yeah,
like, they didn't make her stand between Gus and Mickey.
And also that was important because this season was just fucking character development on character development for both Mickey and Gus. And there was way more of a backstory given on Gus this season than there ever was before.
Yep.
I mean, all you know about Gus is that he's a geeky guy whose girlfriend just dumped him. You assume this is like me. You assume that was probably his first girlfriend or something, and you just find out that he's got this big past and all this shit. But also, they do so much with Mickey, obviously, where she's not sober at the beginning of it, and she gets sober and all that shit. But she's also really jealous in that Vanessa Bayer episode.
Very.
So it was a nice little reminder that although she's got her shit together, they didn't just suddenly make her a perfect character, you know?
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I
was dying during Eternal Flame though.
Yeah, that was so good.
And she's like making it like it's their fault.
Yeah,
she goes
like,
right
all
to
right.
the
So
chorus.
what other songs do you know? Because you're fucking this one up.
Yeah, she goes right to the chorus, and they're like, "Whoa, wait, no, it's you're still in the verse." And she's like, "Well, can you?" And she's like making the eyes at the audience,
and
like, "Oh,
the,
sorry."
The band is being
up.
the band's being really nice, and then like eventually the guitar player in the band was like, "We don't want to play that one. Get off the stage." Do you like where it ended? Because this is the last season.
Yeah.
Apparently, like I don't know why, but it's the last season.
I love that.
I do like when things wrap up cleanly and like they just decide, all right, we're done.
They do wrap it up cleanly, but I like that now, and I hadn't even thought about this. Now this gets to go in the
like it was never bad category.
Oh well, for sure that. But I was gonna say to make a comparison to other Apatow stuff like the Freaks and Geeks and Undeclared type category of, hey, watch this show. It was really short-lived, and it was fucking great.
Yeah.
Although this, I think, had way more of an arc than he... I mean...
Well, he didn't have a chance.
Undeclared was wholly incomplete, right?
Yeah,
like,
so was Freaks and Geeks, really.
Freaks and Geeks, at least, was a long season with hour-long episodes.
Yeah.
It did... But yeah, like there was no finality to either of those.
Yeah.
You can very much tell that they ended prematurely. This just got to fucking reach that high and be there for as long as it wanted, and it was, I don't know, I'm not too happy about too many things in this life of sin, but I really, really love that show. I'm glad that show happened. I said this in our text thread with Jeff. I think that now I know how happy endings fans feel about a show. Like this it wasn't my favorite show by any stretch of the imagination,
but it's severely
like
underappreciated.
Secret, you know?
It's underappreciated, and like it's ours because we were there from the beginning.
Right? Yeah,
which is cool.
Really, we got into it because Jeff's a Paul Rust guy, and the show came out. And he was like, new Paul Rust show on Netflix. And we were like, who the fuck is that guy? Oh, Gillian Jacobs in it. We watched it.
I didn't know either. I didn't know either of them.
Oh, yeah, because you didn't do Community.
Nope.
Yeah. She was the hot girl in Community before they did the meanest thing in the world, which was halfway through the first season.
Hire Allison Brie?
No, she was already on the show.
Oh, really?
Allison Brie was not supposed to be the hot girl, and then just halfway through the show, they were like, well, the nerds like Allison Brie's boobs, so tell you what,
no.
Now you're the badass character.
It worked out pretty well for her, though. Is there anything that bothered you that like left a sour taste in your mouth? Because there's one thing that fucking I'm a little sour on.
So this is going to be a weird... this is just a correction I feel that needs to be made. Radio producer is not a cushy, lavish job. I know a lot of them. God bless them. And I've certainly I'm no fucking stranger to jobs that don't pay money. Shouts a past employer, but
she really comes and goes as she pleases. Kind of.
Well, she goes from some programming job at her work to they're like, oh, they promoted me to producer. And it's like, oh, that sounds
producer.
like a demotion. And then whenever they're talking about it, they're like, oh yeah, Mickey's killing it at work. Her job, most places wouldn't even count that person as a full-time employee.
Yeah.
She like IRL, she's probably making $35,000 a year, if that.
And Gus is like not like a part-time teacher, but like he's a teacher who definitely isn't getting paid that much money.
Right.
And he stays in like this lavish apartment complex.
Right. Well, it's important. And, Chris is
a
waiter. And he,
How the hell does he live there?
Yeah. Would you like to live like that at any point in your life?
What?
An apartment complex that's basically, that's very much, you never really need to leave if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have...
Especially if, like, there are cool people living there.
Right. And I would totally do that. They're friends with fucking old people.
Oh, yeah.
I love the fucking guy from Freaks and Geeks and his friends.
Is he the principal or the guidance counselor, right?
The guidance counselor, yeah. Yeah, he's great. I love that
I always thought that they were gay.
Well, that's the best part. In the teaser for this, they were like, a lot of questions will be answered, such as, does Randy live anywhere? and it's like a clip. Like, does this happen? Does that happen? Like, does Mickey stay clean? Does Gus figure out his shit or whatever? Does Chris become a stuntman? And what is their relationship? And it's like, what is these two guys' relationship? And they never fucking answer it. But
no,
at the end,
do.
They say they're both divorced multiple times.
5 times between them.
Yeah. Loverboy's got 2 and I've got the hat trick. But they're fucking great.
They don't say it was wives.
Yeah. Oh, true. Whenever they kind of remind me of You and Me, where when one of them, there's one episode where the guidance counselor is hanging out with the guidance counselor from Freaks and Geeks is hanging out with them, and the other guy comes in and he's like, "Where the fuck have you been? I've been looking for you." And he's like, "All right, I'm coming," and then he just leaves.
I would very much
gonna do shit together.
I would love the idea of us getting divorced 5 times and then just being like, you know what? Fuck this. We're getting one apartment, and we're not doing anything for the rest of our lives without each other.
If we're old and have the money to do that, that would be fucking awesome.
Like, you know how
every now and then go on trips with fucking Randy.
You know, how,
Haven's not. Yeah.
Yes, not that right. You know how like platonic friends have like the old like, hey, if I'm not married by 30.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, if we're not doing anything when we're 40,
yeah,
let's just do everything together.
Yeah,
cool,
absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the one thing that left me bothered in Love, how it wrapped up, was that she never ends up fucking telling him.
Oh, no, Dustin.
Yes,
that's so fucked.
Yeah, it's so hypocritical because she has that whole thing about honesty
yeah.
and making Gus like expel everything that he's held in, and then at no point in time is she like, maybe I should tell him like this huge secret that I've been holding.
But you know what? I guess that's good. Or I guess, I had a good point, but it's way too tangled to say. But I guess in kind of a way, they made you expect that from her, which shows how far she came, you know? So,
true, but I mean, like...
Because normally, I mean... Well, I guess
she had
at the end of last season...
huge opening to finally put that out there.
And he says, at the wedding, when he's like, well, I don't know everything about you and your exes.
Yes.
And she's like, yeah, whatever.
Right.
That's... If I fucked that guy, I wouldn't want to tell anyone either.
Right, same. But they spent so much time on like that being an issue that she's withholding that, especially at the dinner party episode, where that is like that's like the big final thing.
Where the fucking girl from Morningwood friend dumps her. That was so mean. A little point on Dustin from season 2 I forgot to make was. I hated Dustin so much, and obviously they want you to hate him. But
I just hate that guy's face.
He's right.
Everything about that guy.
Yeah, right. You hate him in everything in the office. He's
Dustin.
Just always like fucking bitchy. But he makes fun of Gus a lot, and he's like that guy from the movies. Who is he to you? And she's like, a guy I see movies with. And he was like, oh, well, he looked like your sad little brother or something. And then she's like, oh, well, he's a nice guy. He's from the Midwest. And he's like, oh, that explains why he's so boring. I, honestly, ladies, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I've ever done that. The thing of where you're jealous of a guy
and you like put him down?
And you're like, hey, you're like, could you fucking sound more jealous? And
right.
Like,
if I'm jealous of a guy, I'm like, fuck, that guy's fucking hot as shit. Damn it.
But I'm saying, like, I would not expect a girl to have sex with me after I showed what a fucking softy ass crybaby.
Especially when you're that guy. Like, look who's talking, pal.
Right. And Gus, credit to Gus, he really went for it looks wise. He
definitely got better. The hair was the big one.
Yeah. Cleaned up the hair, and
they made a lot of references to how much better he's dressed now.
Right, but I thought that he generally dressed fine the whole way.
Nah, he got definitely like more fitting clothing.
Right.
In the season. That army jacket was dope as hell.
That was really cool. I was like, if you don't fucking buy that, I will freak.
If you spend time on this show discussing whether or not you should get this, and then you don't get this, I will fucking kill you.
When did that? Are you a? Should I get this and then you don't get it, guy?
No, I always get it.
I forget. Actually, I remember exactly when it was. It was it was a multi effects pedal for a guitar when I was in like 7th or 8th grade, and I really wanted it. It was called a Johnson J Station, and I remember I would always save up money from babysitting, from shoveling, whatever, And I would always theoretically be able to buy, like if I wanted to, an Xbox or something. Not always, but like when you'd save up long enough. And I remember I was like, this thing is like $150 and I want it so badly, but I just know I'm not going to get it because I'm not going to spend $150 right now.
Yeah.
And then I was like, motherfucker, I'm going to buy this. And then I bought it, and then every day for the rest of my life since, I've never gone back to being I'm not going to get it.
Especially when it comes to clothes, I always get it because I'm like, hey, if I decide that I don't want it, I'll return it. You know how many times I've returned something? Never.
Well, there's a big buzzword for that now. It's a big excuse you can use now, and they reference it in Love. You can call it self-care.
Ooh.
Yeah. Just practicing
that guy who
self-care.
says that he practices self-care like 20 hours a week.
Yeah, and he's like, he's talking about how busy he is.
You're like, wow, that's a lot of time.
Right.
20 hours a week, though, on self-care. Not that much time. That's like 2 hours a day.
That's
a lot of time. Never mind.
Hours, I would say.
I guess you could count the gym as self-care.
I was going to say, honestly, all my self-care hours are sleep and handlebar. Yeah. I'm back on my bullshit, by the way. Gone 2 days in a row.
Wow.
Not to brag. So look who's in shape.